Hello, guys. And if you do love a Reddit story, why not consider hitting that subscribe, maybe that notification bell too. Today, our story from the user Techiru, and it is called My Ex-Girlfriend, F20, Humiliates Me, M21, after we broke up. How to deal with it. Story: I've been with my ex-girlfriend for 5 years now. The first 2 years were magical. Then we had to go to university for studies. We did our first year of university in a long-distance relationship because we weren't accepted in the same city. We saw each other every other weekend, and everything was fine. Only she had taken down our stories on social networks and was reluctant for me to see the contents of her phone. Then, for the second academic year, I decided to take the necessary steps to join her university so that we could be together during our studies. It was pretty weird during classes, and the time we spent at university, she was much more distant than when we were in private, which wasn't the case before. I also noticed that she wanted me less from a sexual point of view. Then we got to our third year of university studies. The first semester went by, but I could see that things weren't going well. I couldn't access her phone, she didn't say I love you anymore, and was much more distant than before. What's more, her best friend, who is a very bad influence on her, doesn't like me. She's literally depraved. I don't know how else to put it. And then comes the fact that she won't kiss me anymore, and I confront her for the 1,000th time to find out what's wrong with me. Then she tells me we'll have to talk. In the meantime, I tell myself that it's over between us and that I have to get ready for it. So we arranged to meet after school to have a chat at my place. I didn't go to class that day. But in the evening, she doesn't come. I ask her by message why, and she tells me she'll come the next day and that it's bad timing. Like there's more important things than that. Then she comes to my place the next day and comes up with excuses for breaking up with me. She tells me she needs to refocus on herself and stuff like that. But in the meantime, I found out that she was talking to other guys on Snapchat and hiding it from me. So I confronted her, and she admitted to me that she was chatting with people, but that I would have reacted badly if she'd told me. I'm not jealous if people don't hide the truth from me, and I've never been violent or excessive in my reactions. Then she admits to me, after I insisted a lot, that she talks to one particular person who asks her out, and that she talks to him regularly. Apparently she would never have flirted with him, but she told me she won't tell me who it is, and that I'll never see the messages. Then I found out from talking to one of the guys that she'd been talking to them for 3 years, and had never mentioned me, that she'd hidden our relationship from them. I learned that she used to go clubbing with them, and that she lied to me about her outings. I confront her and she blocks me from everywhere on social media, phone number, everything. I have a second account on TikTok where I see that she makes reposts that target me and insult me as a psychopath, who denigrate me, demean me, humiliate me. I tried to stop stalking her, but in fact it directly concerns me. I can't stop myself from going to see what she posts about me. Also, we are in the same university, same classroom. It is not a large amphitheater, but rather a classic classroom. There must be 50 of us in the class. So I hear and see her every day. She's already talking about other guys and flirting with some guys from the promo. Also, I had changed schools to be with her, so the friends I had were her first-year friends. I might as well tell you that I am the only one at the university who has to endure her mockery and insults. She refuses any discussion, IRL. I can't take it anymore. I vomit almost every morning. I feel like it's not the same person or that I've lived in lies for so long. The problem is that I think I still love her, or rather who I thought she was. She makes me look like the one who is wrong and doesn't even look at me anymore at university. This situation makes me feel bad. I have been going through depression for almost 2 months now, and I don't know how to get out of it. I have my university exams in 1 month, and I don't want to repeat a year because of that. How to handle the situation? How can I not waste this decisive year for my future? I'm lost between love and hatred towards her. I don't want to choose the easy way of hating her. But I have the impression that my heart is starting to resent her more and more for lying to me and humiliating me at this point. Anyone have any advice? Comment 1 from user alternative_home9. Take a deep breath and walk on this one step at a time. Focus on your exams and your future. She's not worth your time or energy. Let go of the hate and resentment and focus on healing and moving forward. Update: The longer you let yourself sink underwater, the longer it takes to swing back to the surface. Yeah, I love it. Thank you for these words. I will not let me sink too deep. Stop thinking to go back with her might be the key. I have to move forward and live my life, and not her life.
If I needed your message, thank you.
Comment 2 from user Psychological Shoe 95. I only dated a girl for about 6 or 9 months, but something very similar happened to me. We broke up and then she proceeded to demonize me and start dating the guy that I thought I didn't need to worry about because he had a girlfriend himself. But that's getting into my situation more than is necessary. It's been over 2 years since all that stuff went down. And I'm still not really over it. I still wish that I could wake up in 2021 and realize all of this was a dream, and that the woman I learned to love isn't really as selfish as she is proving to be every day. But I don't want to be with her today because I acknowledge someone who treats other people like that isn't someone I want to be spending my life with. It was especially hard for me to go to class with her, watching her talk to her friends and laugh, and then her friends talking to me to try to make me feel better, even though they were a big part of why there was strain in our relationship to begin with. It was like my entire world stopped because of how much I missed the relationship, and she just didn't care. Which was especially mind-blowing for me, because I was the one who ended things. I don't really have any concrete advice. All I can tell you is what I would have done differently if I could go back and tell you you're not the only one who goes through this kind of thing, and I sympathize. Sometimes you won't be able to help yourself, most likely, but try not to actively engage in thoughts about wanting to get back with your ex. Look instead to being a rebuilt, stronger person in the future instead of clinging to the past. The longer you let yourself sink underwater, the longer it takes to swim back to the surface. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. See you again.